What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Two Guys Watching Football, where we're going to be starting a new weekly series here on the channel, basically spinning the preview show a little bit differently. Rather than giving kind of this broad overview, I want to really focus in on one-on-one matchups. It's what I heard on Twitter you guys want to see. So let's execute it. So we're going to kind of go through we're going to start with the offense today, do the defense tomorrow, obviously looking from the Ravens perspective and look at the key matchups that I think will be the difference maker. And so what I've done for this is I've really dug into historical tendencies and alignment. So for example, looking at, not just who are the key players, but are they actually going to see each other? And we'll get into that here in a little bit and why I think that's important. So if you guys are excited for this new series, if it's something you guys want to see, hit that like button, drop a comment down below, let me know. And obviously, if you guys are new here, hit subscribe so you can stick around. I think my videos are doing about 62% unsubscribed viewers, so I'd like to convert that. So if you guys are liking this content, hit subscribe and keep popping in. And let's get right into it. Let's get right into the meat and potatoes. I'm going to start with what I think is the most pivotal matchup for the Baltimore Ravens and what I think they can really exploit, and that is Mark Andrews versus Jordan Whitehead. So a little bit of context here. In 2021, the Jets struggled against tight ends. They allowed 1,113 yards and 8 touchdowns. It ranked at about 4th worst in the league against the tight end position. CJ Mosley is back as their Mike linebacker, and I think what's noticeable is they overhauled their safeties similar to the Ravens. They brought in Lamarcus Joyner and Jordan Whitehead to kind of be those new safeties. And you saw Marcus May take off to the Saints, I believe. So when we look at Whitehead specifically, he played about 290 box snaps to 229 free safety snaps in 2021 while being a member of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I think this is really important because the Baltimore Ravens see a ton of those 8-man boxes, and it's usually that strong safety stepping up. Even more important because the Jets play that cover 3 defense under Robert Saleh, which he picked up under Gus Bradley in Jacksonville. Be sure to check out Battle Plans on Russell Street Report coming out. James Ogden did a really good piece that should be out today, kind of going over that defense and why that's important. But this is really important for this situation because that really means Lamarcus Joyner, being the type of player he is, probably going to be that deep free safety in that cover 3 defense with Jordan Whitehead stepping up into the box. And I think Jordan Whitehead's really impactful at the line of scrimmage. He's a really good run defender, and that's going to impact the Ravens' run game. But it's also going to mean he sees a lot of Mark Andrews, and I think Mark Andrews can take advantage of that situation. So I really can see him having himself a day. They can motion him into the slot, get him in the Y alignment. He's going to basically see Whitehead or CJ Mosley all day. Lamarcus Joyner's only 5'8". He's played a lot in the slot, but I don't think he'll match up on tight end. So it's going to be Jordan Whitehead doing a lot of the Mark Andrews duty. I think this is a huge advantage to the Ravens and one that I hope to see them exploit. Getting into matchup 2, I know everyone keeps talking about Rashod Bateman versus Sauce Gardner, but this is why I think snap counts, snap alignments, all of that is really important. So let me explain. In 2021, as a member of the Baltimore Ravens, Rashod Bateman lined up on the left side of the offense 380 times to 135 on the right side, so predominantly on the left side. I think this is also important because Bateman's going to be their X wide receiver, and the Ravens run to the right a lot, meaning that the X would be on the left side of the formation, given that's the strong side of the field. So this isn't a perfect science, and I'm sure there's going to be times where Bateman and Sauce cross paths. It's not going to be every single snap, but it is going to be the majority. Sauce is a left cornerback, which means he's lining up with the right wide receiver. In 33 preseason snaps at outside cornerback, he lined on the left side for 100% of them. He didn't go on the right side on the outside once. So super important. DJ Reed on the flip side of Sauce played 655 snaps on the right side to 203 on the left side. He played exclusively on the left side in the first 3 weeks, then right cornerback in the last 12 games he played last year. And he really fits that Robert Saleh defense. He's an off-ball zone safety. He's going to run that cover 3 defense. And I actually think this is something the Ravens can take advantage of with Rashod Bateman. DJ Reed's he's a very good corner. Don't get me wrong. I know I put this out there and someone said DJ Reed is no bum. I don't mean to imply that he's a bum, but I think they can use Bateman's size. I think they can use his yak ability if they're able to work him underneath on that side against that cover 3 defense. I think it really would be a good matchup for Rashod Bateman, especially week one in this new number one role that he's going to be facing. Easy plays, get the slants going, get the drags, get the short crossers. Really work him against DJ Reed over there. So I think that's something that, again, I think the Ravens can take advantage of. And matchup number 3 that I want to highlight today is one that is not an advantage to the Ravens, but one that is very, very pivotal to this game. Similar situation. I dug into the snap counts. Quinnen Williams aligned at right end or right D tackle on 536 snaps to only 53 on the left side at left end or left D tackle. Left end being the 3 tech, the 5 tech, lefty tackle being the 3 tech. So he's going to line up over the left guard, basically in the 3 tech, in between the tackle and the guard. It's going to be Ben Powers at left guard from the looks of things, unless something changes in practice this week. Maybe Makari's a surprise. Maybe Ben Cleveland's a surprise, but it looks like Ben Powers. So I was going to include a little bit about Tyler Linderbaum too. I think, how do they match up with Quinnen Williams? Because Ben Powers in pass protection against Quinnen Williams is a huge disadvantage to the Baltimore Ravens, and it's on them to scheme around that. So a couple of things they can do: use the left tackle to give inside help, use your tight ends to chip or work the edges. They got Carl Lawson and Jermaine Johnson starting out there, so no bums on the edge either. It's a pretty good defensive line. So I think that's one way they can do it. We saw Jawan James give inside help. If you go back, check my film room on him against the Arizona Cardinals, he was giving inside help a lot in that game, and you can kind of see what it looks like. And that's where Nick Boyle comes into play, because he can actually pass pro on a defensive end. They can also do things like use play action and the play calling to kind of slow up Quinnen Williams' impact. But then they can also use, because this is the thing, I mean, you can scheme that help, but when it comes down to it, there's going to be situations where it's third down, it's 8 yards to go, it's a passing situation, and Quinnen Williams is in that 3 tech, he's pass rushing. Ben Powers is going to have to one-on-one him. So they can do things like give a half slide protection, slide Linderbaum over to help him on the inside. Powers can set outside, and they can try and double team him. But sometimes it's just going to come down to Ben Powers just has to step up and try and match what Quinnen Williams can do. So those are the 3 matchups that I have on offense that I think are going to be extremely pivotal. I'm trying to keep these videos tight. Again, if you guys like this content, if this is something you want to see weekly, hit the like button, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think, and let me know what you think. Did I miss something? What can the Ravens do on offense to really, counter the Jets' attack? Did you think I missed a matchup? Drop a comment. Let me know. As always, be good to yourselves, be good to each other.